Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Daily Grind. We got a decent, pretty good little job going on right here. It kind of resembles the church that I did here a while back. Let's turn around and see what's going on. Look, Merry Christmas. Let's turn around and see what's going on. Alrighty, so this is a theater for the local high school. And this is what I was talking about. It kind of resembles the church I did. It's got the steps going up there, over there, and then on the edge, and then all this here, and these steps here, and the front of that, all up around back here. Now we're not doing here where the pews go. Where the chairs are, thank goodness. We're just going to run reducer right along the edge of that black right there. But all this up through here, right on around. It's a lot like the church that I just did, the layout and shape of it and everything. So I'm running it exactly like I did the church as well. We've got all this carpet right here with us today, all this laid out here. This is all cleaned up. We took our, you might see the circles every now and again. I tried to see the swirls right there. We took our easy scrape, rather than scraping over this entire thing with our little scraper to make sure there was no clumps or anything. We took our easy scrape over the entire floor. We swept it with a sweep broom, then a push broom, and then we vacuumed over the whole thing. Then we went around the edges with the vacuum hose and got along the edges, made sure everything was cleaned out. We cleaned out really good around that with the vacuum hose, and we took a wet rag and a dry rag to dry it up. We took a wet rag all the way around the perimeter of the black here where the rubber transition is going. Got all the dust off, cleaned it real good, dried it up, and then we went through, we marked it, popped us a chalk line along through there, put us booger tape down for our transition. So now we got it all outlined with booger tape right there. Luke is rolling it down right now as we speak with the little smooth action roller just to make sure it's stuck real good. So now I have my, where's it at? Oh, this miter protractor. See that? Got it out. I'm fixing to take and get the accurate miter, accurate angle on all of these corners and start getting this stuff put down here. Get all this transition put down. And we may, I don't know, but we may end up being able to get one piece of carpet down today. So we have been winging it with a miter protractor and my utility blade, and also using super glue, but they are turning out quite nice. Anyway, I always glue all my joints together. Yeah, right there. Glue all my joints together with super glue. And even on the end pieces, like, where are they at? Where are you at there, you little dog? Right there. So that way, whenever you work them, putting the carpet in and stuff, see there? That moves like it's one solid piece. That super glue does really good on these transitions. And it don't take long to deal with it. So all of my joints, whether they're miters or just straight butt joints, they are all glued together with super glue. Check this out. This is what's good about super gluing your joints together. Looky here. See that? That moves like it's just one piece of trim instead of there's a seam there. That's awesome. Okay, so we now have all of the transitions put down all the way around the edge of that. We got stuff mudded, what we need mudded, and we now have our first piece of carpet about to be glued. So what I did to get this straight, because all these walls are angled just like we did just like it was at the church, but um, rather than setting up a laser and all that stuff, because we just got a 14-foot piece here. So what I'm going to do is, or what I did do is, I row cut both sides of this, went ahead and row cut it, and then I squared that end wall off of my row cut edge right here, and that made everything nice and square for my very first piece to go. And I do have it a little bit this way. I got more showing, or less here to the corner than I do here to the corner. And that being, this was off-centered just a little bit that direction. So I'm pulling this piece over here as much as possible. Anyway, let's get it started. We got everything cleaned up, ready to go. Transitions in place. I really like that we got the transitions down first this time. A lot of times I'll actually install the carpet, then come back and do the transitions, but it's going to be so much easier to install and have a finished look with the transitions already down. Give me something nice to work to as I'm going. I don't have to pull stuff back and all that stuff. So a lot better doing it like this. I'm really pleased I decided to do that this time. Anyway, let's fold this bad boy back and get some goo on the floor. And for the glue, we are using the Mapei wet set adhesive right there, and we are using a 1/8 U-notch trowel to do that. So this only takes a second to do every time you get done spreading glue, and it is going to keep your trowel nice and clean. And at the end of the day, you're going to be leaving just as much glue as you was when you first started the job, except for what wears down, of course, which you want to always have multiple blades anytime you're doing a sizable job. But nice clean ridges, they're going to stay nice and clean throughout the entirety of the job. Just a couple scraps. We always have a pile of them. Looky here. Always have some ready anytime we do glue down, just for stuff like that. And also, check this out. Right here along the transition, I actually have glue spread up on the edge of it right there, and that's going to hold it down even more and be extra support for the booger tape. And I wanted to point out right here real fast about my trowel. Again, this is at the very end of the day, and you can see I still got my grooves all cleaned out and everything. So there's no hindrance in that, leaving enough glue or anything like that. These notches, I don't know if you guys ever thought about it like this, but a trowel is like a measuring device. It is notched out according to how much adhesive needs to leave on the floor. You guys know that, but if you've never thought about it like a measuring device, that's exactly what it is. So if you don't clean it out and you get like, these are halfway full of dry glue, you're only getting half as much glue as you need on the floor. So really, really good to keep this thing cleaned off just like that. Oops, look at there. Really good to keep that cleaned off like that so you can keep the proper amount of adhesive on the floor. And also, it's going to wear down. You can see the wear on the very edge of that right there. It's going to wear down just from use. So probably about every 1,000 square foot or something, you probably need to get you another trowel. I'm going to use this. I'm going to finish up with what I got here tomorrow, and then I'm going to take this and I will compare it to a brand new unused trowel, and I'll see how many square feet this is, and then I will see the difference and if it's wore down any or not. That'd be a nice comparison. So we'll do that tomorrow when we get this other piece right here done. Okay, it is 5:24. We're fixing to get out of here, call it a day. We didn't quite get everything I wanted to done, but we got quite a bit done anyway. So I don't know how many yards we installed today. Only half. You see that little bubble right there? half of it is not glued. I only got half of that piece glued, and I will wait till in the morning to finish it up. But anyway, let's turn around and see what's going on. Okay, so we got this again. We started out dead center right there. Let me zoom out a little bit here. We started out right here in the center. Then we got this long piece here. Then we got this piece, and then we got that other piece over there. So we got every bit of this up until, and from our centerpiece, we got our other 29-footer on this side. Half of it is glued, that is. And you can see about where we don't have glued, right there. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Daily Grind. Until tomorrow, FBSB's out.